3 items by Hermes in February. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Therefore, we meet for a little recap every month where I share everything I bought, everything I sold and everything I resisted. This is the February recap, and in February, it's a hard word for a German, in February I did quite some traveling. We have been in Portugal for 11 days. I just came back just in time to film this little recap. Therefore, I did not sell that much and I got not tempted by so much, but I did buy quite some bits and bobs. 3 items by Hermes, which, realizing that, feels like quite a lot, but when we talk about the individual items, you will see that I did not even spend that much. Let's get started like we always do it with the section of things I bought, starting with the piece I'm wearing, and I'm going to insert some more shots for you, I think, because we have these beautiful fringes down here you are not even able to see. This is a kimono by the brand Guess, more on the contemporary side, maybe even on the fast fashion side. It's a brand I don't have any kind of special connection to. I'm not that crazy about it, and I bought that piece mainly because it was at a great price at an outlet and I did not purchase anything else that day, so that I felt like, yeah, I should get it. Regular retail 130 euro. The outlet price has been 85 euro. The day I visited the Freeport outlet close to Lisbon, this piece was just 14 euro and 90 cents, along with a whole bunch of other pieces, mainly bodysuits and bralette thingies. I think at that point in time I was not filming anymore, so I don't have any more footage, but I thought for 15 euro this is quite cute. I got it, and if you are interested in outlet shopping, there are 2 videos to come. One from the Vila de Conde, or Vila do Conde, I always mix that up, outlet close to Porto in Portugal, and one the Freeport outlet where I got that piece. And I think, well, I wanted to say other than that I did no shopping in Lisbon or Portugal, but that's not entirely true. Maybe staying in the Hermes lane, Hermes range, 2 pairs of sneakers by Hermes got to me, both of them pre-loved. I did share the unboxing of them with you in a video, and back then I was not sure if I should keep 1 pair, if I should keep 2 pairs, what to do. Since they are still with me, I think you get the idea that I kept both of them. Let me tell you the prices. The blue pair was around 120 euro and looks brand new, or at least nearly as brand new, and the beige leather pair was around 220, and for both pieces together I paid 354 euro and 24 cents at Momox. Funnily enough, all my friends and family thought those shoes look ugly. I shared that with you under the video. Most of you said you think they are not even that bad, and I have to admit, I think worn they look even better than here in my hands, so this video is still a recommendation. I then set up a poll to let you vote what I should do, if I should just keep the brown pair, the blue pair, both pairs, non-pair. Interestingly enough, in that poll, more negative people commented that 40% think they are both ugly and I should return them both. Well, I kept them both. Unfortunately, I have to report those are not as comfortable as I would have hoped for. I took those shoes with me to Portugal. I wanted them to be my city trip shoes, and from the looks I absolutely loved them. I had planned most of my outfits around those shoes. Of course, I wore them at home before the trip as well to make sure that they are comfortable. I wore them for an entire office day. I walked more than 6,000 steps, and yes, in the evening I was glad to take them off because it was more comfortable to be without shoes, but I didn't get any blisters on the very first day of wearing them for 6,000 steps, so I thought they will just get more comfortable with time and that I could take them as my city trip shoes for a lot of walking, but wore them for the flight and the next day sightseeing, and then my feet hurt so bad they even were swollen to the point that all of the other shoes that I took with me to that city trip did not fit me anymore, so that in the end I had to get a pair of new shoes because I couldn't fit any of my own shoes anymore. So I got those for just €8 at a second-hand shop, which are 2 sizes bigger than I actually would need because I just needed to give my feet a break. I don't know what it is. I'm a little bit scared now to put them on again because it was really a terrible experience. Maybe it was just too much walking the flight and then the entire sightseeing day, and that they are more of a casual day shoes to the office but not walking long distances, which is a pity because I think they look very comfortable and I kept them because I expected them to be very comfortable, and they are not. They are so uncomfortable after a while that I had to get an exchange pair. Really sad to report that. They were initially €14 at a second-hand shop, and then they had a promotion going on, 40% off on everything, so that I spent €8.40 in the end. I don't think they are extremely pretty. As I said, they are 2 sizes bigger than I usually need, but I wore them several times whenever I knew that I would walk a lot. Probably those would have been the better walking shoes for me, because already when I put both Hermes pairs on, I was able to tell those are very comfortable and kinda on the loose end, and those already felt quite tight on my feet, but never ever would I have expected that they would turn out that uncomfortable. I will keep them for now, and I will give them another chance now that I'm back at home and can switch up shoes easily, probably for another office day, and then see how my feet feel in them. If I ever again experience that kind of pain and swollen feet, then they have to go again, because then it absolutely makes no sense. Kind of would break my heart, because I love the outfits I had in mind with them, especially going with my Polen bag and my Hermès Kelly belt in gold with the palladium hardware. But you know, it's about comfort when getting comfortable sneakers. I visited one indoor flea market in February where I got this sparkly bucket hat for just €1. I would put it on for you, but I have something like a half up hairstyle right now, so I'm not really sure. Nah, I don't want to ruin my hair too much, so I'm not really putting it down, but this was just €1 and I thought it's fun and really sparkly, so I got that. Definitely a piece that I would not have needed, but I liked it, so I got it. And I think we made it to the last item I bought in February, which is this vintage set. Can you already tell from the outside? It is a little perfume gift set coming with a body lotion, Dune by Christian Dior. I'm not really keen on using that one because I have no idea how old it is. The seller said she never used it and never even opened it up, but I'm not entirely sure about that. What I got it for is the perfume, which is Dune by Dior. It's still quite full. Well, my mom taught me that you shouldn't buy old perfume, but I watched quite some videos by Super Decop who's telling us that perfume might slightly change its scent, but it usually does not expire that easily. Once it is expired, you will be able to see it by the way the liquid looks, and this liquid still looks good and the perfume smells good to me, so I was fine spending €8 on it with the little pouch, probably just getting rid of the body lotion. Oh, and I forgot one item, because I told you I got 3 Hermes pieces in February. But if you are a returning viewer, you already know what is inside of this box. A saga that finally came to a happy ending. My black Kelly belt with palladium hardware. Not entirely sure which video to link for you. I think I'm going to link the last one, the final unboxing, where I finally got a belt that is the quality I would expect at a house like Hermes. So I did not actually purchase this in February. We purchased it back in December. It was my Christmas present. It's finally here with me. A item that does not have flaws since I just got it in February. I'm showing it to you once again as a February purchase. Now the Hermès Kelly belt saga came to an end. I think as well my Hermes shopping came to an end for now, because I'm really not feeling it. I don't like how I have been treated. I might go in depth about it in an upcoming video. I told you that I got more open for a quota bag, but after this experience I'm not that open anymore. We could dive into that in its own separate video one day. I did not really do a lot of shopping in Portugal, even though I have been to the outlet twice, but this is the only item I bought there. Well, and the second-hand shoes that I had to get because I didn't have another choice. I forgot something and I don't have it here with me and I cannot get it because hubby is in a work meeting right now. His office is a room I would have to go through to get the bag, but I bought a mango clutch bag at the same flea market where I bought that Dior perfume for 15 euro. Probably I'll insert a close-up for you, and I even reviewed that bag on my channel, so if you want to find out more about that mother of pearl look mango clutch, it has its own video. Waited till his meeting is over and got the bag to at least quickly show it to you. It is stunning, but the closure is somewhat annoying, so you have to decide if the struggle is worth it to you. But if you want to find out more, check out the entire review. When it comes to the items that I sold in February, it's really not that much, because I knew that I would be gone for about 2 weeks and I didn't want to list anything new. If you list new things, things might get sold, and if anything would have got sold when I was not at home to ship it, that might have gotten me into problems, so didn't list anything new. Did hardly sell anything at all. I sold one pair of vintage shoes for 19 euro plus shipping. They were no special brand, but they were real leather and quite nice, so I wanted to share them with you. And I sold one perfume by Lacoste for 18 euro and 45 cents, pink by Lacoste on eBay, which technically you are not allowed to sell perfumes, used perfumes, opened perfumes on eBay anymore. Which I think is quite stupid, because let people decide if they are willing to get a used perfume or not. If you are not allowed to sell them anymore, where can you get rid of your perfumes if you don't want to use them anymore? I listed it and I selected that it is new, but with random, I don't know how the category is called in English, but in German you can say it is new, but something about it. I wrote in the description that it is actually not new, but used. eBay does have filters about that as well, so that you technically should not be able to list something like that as well. So I put dots in between the letters, which said used. So U.S.E.D. Did I spell that right? Well, of course I didn't write it in English because I sold it in Germany, so I wrote the German word gebraucht with dots in between, so that a potential buyer would know that it was used, but that it went through the eBay filters. But why? I do get that it's probably by health regulations necessary, but it's annoying. And I think that's the only thing that I sold in February that's worth mentioning. I sold some books on eBay as well, but not going to dive into that. Which brings us to the temptations, and I'm not exactly sure if I should start with the more realistic ones or the crazy ones. Well, let's put the crazy ones out right away. Lisbon is a great city. They offer great opportunities for luxury shopping. They probably have each and every store you could dream of. So when I walked past the Cartier boutique, somehow I got the crazy idea of, maybe I should get myself a little special something, a piece to treat myself, to remember that vacation trip. I had a financially very good month in February, which is a little bit more complicated to explain because I have a set salary, so there are no ups and downs, there are no bonuses, it's the same each and every month. So that wouldn't make a great month, but I have, I don't know the English word right now. Oh, it's easy. It's nearly the same as in German. So I have a lot of stocks. I have told you before that I am very passionate about investing. February was a month that paid a lot of dividends on some of my stocks, so I had quite some extra cash and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice to get myself a little Juste Clou ring in white gold for 1,510 euro? Just because the boutique was there and I could have went into and tried it on and got myself a ring. I do like the Juste Clou selection a lot. I looked at those pieces every once in a while, but never with the seriousness of actually considering to get something. During that trip, I suddenly felt like, well, why not? I just made the money. I could get it. Looking back, I'm glad I didn't just get it. I reinvested the money, which probably is the more clever thing to do. I should think about it a little bit more than just impulsively going to buy a 1,500 euro ring, right? If I now had that idea on my mind that I might want to get that ring, I should sit on that idea and think it through if I actually want to get that ring. And if any one of you does have that ring, share your experiences with it down in the comments if you would recommend it. Really, I shouldn't do it that impulsively just because there was a boutique close to me. That's crazy. I didn't get that ring. I did not even go into the store. I did not even try it on because I know myself, if I would have went into and I would have received great service and I would have tried it on, then I would not have been able to say no. Would have been a different story if I would have went into the boutique and they were kind of rude and I didn't get great service. Then it would have been easy to say, no, thank you, I don't want anything to do with your overpriced jewelry. But yeah, did not even try it on. Now we are back in chronological order because that's the order how I took my screenshots. I got somewhat tempted by a Hermès Palladium Kelly double tour bracelet in gold. This was €275. And I think it's 470 regular retail, so it's quite easy to tell what got me tempted. The price and the idea of me wearing that bracelet together with my belt and the shoes and the Polen bag. But do I need it? No. Do I enjoy wearing leather bracelets? Not that much, so I don't regret that I did not get it. 2 pieces of jewelry that got me really tempted at one of the outlet trips in Lisbon were those Carolina Herrera earrings, which were only €54, which I think is a great price for luxury costume jewelry. Unfortunately, I didn't find a better picture of those. They were kind of that size, a little chain hanging down with the C and the H logo, or kind of similar, these hoops with a C and an H worked into the chain look. Both pairs were €54, and I really liked both of those earrings. I'm kinda looking out for a silver colored pair of earrings, so I would have been open to get those, but there was just one SA in that outlet store and he really did not look at me at all. And I was standing about 10 minutes at the jewelry counter and was looking at him, and I was looking at the earrings and looking at him, and he didn't care. He didn't come to talk to me, and I know I could have went up to him and asked him, hey, can you please show me those earrings? I might want to buy them, but didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like I have to make the move to make him sell something to me. After about 10 minutes, I left and didn't get the earrings. I'm not really regretting it. I would not have been mad either if I would have gotten them, because that could have been my piece of jewelry to remind me of that trip. Would have been the more mindful choice compared to the Cartier ring, but ended up leaving Portugal without a new piece of jewelry in my life. Talking about jewelry, we're back at the bag charms. I think already last month I showed you that Miu Miu frog in purple. The purple one was €85, probably because it came with the box, and for the green one it says that there was one thread a little bit loose. I like the purple one. I even liked the green one better because frogs are green, so that makes more sense. But the green one would be even harder for me to combine and pull off, so kinda tempted but didn't buy it. But really still like it. Then I got slightly tempted by that Chanel Kilted Stitch lambskin handbag because it was €895. The condition looks really good and I like the vintage vibes it is giving me. And of course I like the price point. I always tell you every Chanel bag in great condition that is under €1,000 these days seems like a good deal. So that's what got me interested in the bag, but I don't really have a need for it. I'm not lacking a bag like this in my life, so I didn't get it and I don't regret that I didn't get it. Then we have a pink Chanel bag, which is slightly over €1,000. It's 1,690. I like the collar with the aged silver gunmetal hardware. It looks somewhat slouchy and I'm not entirely sure if I like that slouchy look, if it adds to the look of the bag or if it is rather a sign of wear on the bag, and it seems to have some stains and rubbed off color on the back of the bag, so that held me back from buying it. That and the fact that I don't need another Chanel bag, but I really like that one and I was tempted for a short moment of time. And then we have 2 more items that I spotted at the Freeport outlet close to Lisbon, where I then bought this kimono. One item is kind of ridiculous. They had scrunchy hair ties at Karl Lagerfeld. One of them was tweed, just one black tweed scrunchie. It was just €11, which I think just got me tempted because it would have been such a little purchase to get. Or they had a set of 2. One was plain red and the other one was mainly black with some red and white Karl Lagerfeld print, and they had that exact same set as well with a completely black one, and the second one being, I think, white with that Karl Lagerfeld print. And the tweed one was €11 and the set of 2 was €11 as well. It would have been a cute little purchase to not break the bank, but I wasn't able to decide which of those 3 options would have been my favorite. If the tweed one would have come with a second hair tie, I would have gone for that one. But then I thought, why should I get a Karl Lagerfeld scrunchie? On one of each set you cannot even tell that it is Karl Lagerfeld. If they would have been silk for €11, I probably would have jumped onto it. It would have just been such a great price, but they were just polyester. €11 for polyester scrunchies, I'm not really sure about that. I think I was just that interested because I wanted to buy something and I didn't do so. I then ended up getting this kimono just because I wanted to buy something. But I think this is more of a piece that I will get use out of than a scrunchie. So left that behind. What I think is really great, both outlets that I visited in Portugal, they had one boutique for pre-loved items as well, where I filmed quite some shots for you as well, so you will see that once the outlet vlogs will drop. At one of the boutiques they had a pollen bag. I will put it on screen for you. This little shearling cutie with the tan leather strap, and I think this was really adorable. The price point was 290 euro, and that's why I did not get it in the end. Did some research and this bag retails for I think 390 at the moment. So I would have saved 100 getting it at that pre-loved boutique instead of getting it new, but I never considered to get that exact bag new. I already have a shearling Longchamp shoulder bag, so that there is no need for me to get another bag in a very similar style. 100 euros saved if you wanted to get the bag initially. I think this is a great saving because it looked like brand new, but since I never had that bag on my mind, just getting it because it was there and cute and 100 euro off just would not be mindful. I don't have a need for that specific bag, but it was really cute, and this was probably the item that got me tempted the most during that Portugal trip. That's everything I bought, I sold, and I resisted in February. As always, let me know what has been your favorite item, how you think I did this month. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! I'm a little bit mad at myself that I forgot to get the mango clutch. And now I hear hubby in the kitchen, so his meeting is done. I could get the clutch now, but would it make sense? Punkt, punkt, punkt. And I'm struggling to open it yet again. As I told you in the review as well, it's a tough bag. It's not easy, because it was just